Hello, my friends. This is Kurt Berglund with APBA Baseball King of the Hill Hall of Fame Set Tournament Action. I have goosebumps, literal goosebumps, every time I think about the APBA Baseball Hall of Fame Set King of the Hill Tournament Action. And I think I've said that 3 different ways now. Let's look at the standings. In first place, now this is a race to 10 wins to get to the World Series. First team to get to 10 wins gets home field advantage for the World Series. Second team becomes the other team in the World Series. So let's look at the standings. At the top right now, with a 6-4 record, it's the 1981 to the present American Leaguers. Second place, 1961 to 1980 team with 5-4. The wins are all that matters. The losses are important because then you lose your chance to continue playing until your turn comes again. But it's the wins that are the important thing. The third place team in our current King of the Hill is the 1941 to the 1960 Hall of Famers. That's why I put a star by their record. They are the home team as long as they are the King of the Hill. And then we have a 3-way tie for fourth place. The 1901 to 1920 squad, the Negro Leaguers, and the 1921 to 1940 team all have 3 wins and are by no means out of it. Then we have the 5th place tie with the 1981 to the present National Leaguers and the not yet Hall of Famers with 2 wins each. I mentioned that the 1941 to 1960 team is the current King of the Hill. If they win this game, they get a second place tie with the 61 to 80 team. And that's big because we're getting to the later stages of this thing. The opponents, the visiting team, is the 1901 to 1920 team. If they win, they become tied for third and they take over as the King of the Hill. So there's a lot on the line for both of these teams in this game. The opposing pitchers are, naturally, 2 of the greats in baseball history. For the 1901 to 1920 squad, it's Walter Johnson. And for the 1941 to 1960 team, it's left-hander Warren Spahn. Let's go to the starting lineups. For the visitors, the 1901 to 1920 dead ballers, I call them. Ty Cobb leads off in left field. Tris Speaker bats second in center field. Honus Wagner will bat third at shortstop. Nap Lajoie will bat fourth at second base. Sam Crawford will bat fifth in right field. George Sisler will bat sixth at first base. Jimmy Collins will bat seventh at third base. And Ray Schock will do the catching and bat eighth. On the mound, it's Walter Big Train Johnson. He is an A and C pitcher with an XYZ modifier. Alrighty. For the 1941 to the 1960 squad, the current Kings of the Hill, leading off at second base, it's Jackie Robinson. Batting second in left field, Ted Williams. Batting third in center field, Mickey Mantle. Batting fourth in right field, it's Stan Musial. Batting fifth at third base, Eddie Matthews. Batting sixth behind the plate, Yogi Berra. Batting seventh at first base, Johnny Mize. And batting eighth at shortstop, Lou Boudreau. On the mound is Warren Spahn. He is a B pitcher with an XZ modifier. Those are your lineups. Both teams are fielding 1 teams for this ball game. Blue and white dice. The blue die we read first. White die comes second. And that is it. We're ready to go. Ty Cobb against Warren Spahn to get us going. And that pitch is hit to center field. Under it is Mickey Mantle. And there's one out in the first. We're underway. Tris Speaker comes to the plate. Indians, Red Sox, and that's a hanger from Spahn. It's driven by Speaker, and it's going to be gone over the right field fence. Past Stan Musial's outstretched glove, and it's 1-0. Dead ballers. Wagner coming to the plate now. That's a ground ball, Boudreaux. Lou's got it and throws to Mize for the second out in the first inning. And now Nap Ladjui. Struck him out, and Spahn gets a little bit of revenge, but not before Speaker takes him deep. We've played a half an inning, and it's 1-0 dead ballers. 41-60s coming to bat. And, of course, offense is what they do best. So we'll see how the big train fares. Robinson, Williams, and Mantle in the first. Pitch to Jackie is slapped to left. In comes Cobb a few steps. And there's one down. Ted Williams. Ball 4. Walks him. That'll give Mantle a base runner to knock in if he can. Walter Johnson the stretch, and the pitch to Mickey. Hit to left. High but not deep. Under it is Cobb, and that's 2 down. Here's Musial. Johnson the stretch. The pitch to Stan. Ground ball, Sisler. He's going to flip to Johnson covering, and that will retire the 41-60s in the first. So we go to the second, and there is a 1-0 lead for the dead ballers. Crawford, Sisler, and Collins up. Jimmy Collins. 5, 6, 7. Struck him out, and that's 2 strikeouts for Spahn. Crawford's gone on strikes. The big Spahn bender got him. Now Sisler. Struck him out. Spahn with 3 in a row. Now it's Collins. Nobody on board. 2 outs, top of the second. If you just joined us, it's 1-0 dead ballers. There is a strike called. Collins. Next pitch is a hanger. Spahn's not on his game. This one's deep, and this one's gone. Another one Musial has no chance for, and Collins takes him deep. 2-0 dead ballers using the long ball today. Now it's Shock. Ground ball. Mize, he's going to take it himself, and that'll retire the dead ballers. But they get another one. After an inning and a half, they lead by a score of 2-0. Giving Walter Johnson 2 early runs seems like a dangerous recipe for victory, so we'll see if the 41-60s can counter. It's Matthews, Berra, and Mize, lefty, 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 against the fireballing Johnson. Struck him out, and there's Walter's first. Berra up. Hit to left, toward left center. Cobb on the run. Cobb gets there, and there's 2 down. Mize, the Giants and Cardinal great first baseman. The pitch to him. Hit in the air to right. Crawford. And that retires the side. 5 in a row retired by Walter Johnson. We've played 2, and it's 2-0 dead ballers. Spahn will face Johnson, and then the top with Cobb and Speaker 9-1-2 in the third. Pitch from Spahny to Walter Johnson is a base hit. Johnson could handle the bat. This is just over Boudreau's glove, and he's on. Now it's Cobb. A lot of options here. All right. Spahn the stretch. The pitch to Cobb. He squares to bunt. It gets by Berra. It gets by Berra, and Johnson's going to advance to second base. That's quite a development. All right, so it's a pass ball on Yogi. Cobb now has a chance to drive in a run. Spahn the stretch. The pitch to Ty. Popped it up. Eddie Matthews, foul territory, calls for it and takes it for out number 1 in the third. Now it's Speaker, hit a home run in the first. Spahn the stretch, the pitch to Triss, hit to right. Excuse me. Under it is Musial. Holding is Johnson as the throw comes in, and now it'll be Wagner with 2 outs. Johnson still at second. Wagner's 0 for 1. The pitch to Honus. Popped it up. This is Jackie Robinson on the infield dirt, and he will take it for out number 3. So the dead ballers threaten, but don't score this time. After 2.5, it's 2-0, 0-1 20s. Johnson has allowed a walk, and that's it so far. It'll be Boudreau, Spahn, and Robinson in the 41-60s third inning. Here comes the pitch to the Indians shortstop. It's hit to left. Cobb under it and makes the grab for out number 1. Here's Warren Spahn. Johnson winds and delivers a hanger. This will be the first hit for the 41-60s, and it's going to be extra bases. Spahn around first as Cobb gets it out of the corner and fires it in for a double. Well, the 41-60s have something going now, and Jackie Robinson up. Ted Williams on deck. Johnson the stretch and the delivery. Hey, struck him out. That's number 2 for Walter, and he picked a good time for it. Now it's Williams, first base open, Mantle on deck. Johnson the stretch, the pitch, and that's to right and deep. Toward the line, fair or foul, Crawford to the wall. It's gone, and fair, and it's 2-2. Time for ballet, my friends. 2-2 ball game. And Ted Williams has tied it up. Walter Johnson gets taken deep. Mantle 0 for 1. It's 2 outs in the bottom of the third. The pitch. Popped it up. Jimmy Collins under it. Fair territory and puts it away for out number 3. But the 41-60s get a 2-run dong from Ted Williams, and it's 2-2 after 3 complete. Spahn with a new lease on life gets Lajoie, Crawford, and Sisler, righty, lefty, lefty, in the 4th. Hits it to center field on a line at Mantle. There's 1 down. Now it's Crawford. Spahn winds and delivers. Foul ball just outside the first base bag. 0-1 count. Spahn the delivery one more time. Hey, strikes him out. That's number 3 for Warren Spahn, and 5 in a row retired for the Braves left-hander. Sisler up, struck out in the second. Pitch from Spahn is a line drive, base hit over Boudreau's gloves. Sisler's on with 2 outs. He can run. Let's see if they put a play on. Spahn the stretch. The pitch. There goes Sisler. The swing by Collins. This is going to be trouble. This is going to be big trouble. To right field, and Musial has to go get it in the corner. Stan hits Robinson with the relay. Jackie turns and fires to Berra. Here comes Sisler home. There's going to be a play. They got him. It's a 9-4-2 relay to cut down Sisler at the plate. And the score remains 2-2. Ballet fans everywhere ecstatic. Wow. Wowzers. The hit and run worked, but they couldn't cross the pay station. After 3.5, it's 2-2. Musial up, then Matthews, then Berra. Lefty, lefty, lefty. Against the big train. The pitch to Musial. Base hit. Right field, he pulls it over Lajoie, and he's on with a single. Now it's Matthews. Johnson the stretch, the pitch to Eddie. Hit to right, high but not deep. Under it, Crawford toward the line. Musial halfway, but he will return to first as Stan makes the catch. As Crawford makes the catch, and there's 1 down. Now it's Berra. Johnson the stretch, the pitch to Yogi. Ground ball, gloved by Sisler. He flips to Johnson covering as Musial moves up to second base with 2 outs. And it'll be Mize. First base open, Boudreau on deck. 2-2 game, bottom of the 4th. The pitch. Another ground ball, Mize. To his right. He flips to Johnson covering, and they beat Mize by about 10 steps. That will retire the 4160s. And we go to the 5th, and it's 2-2 ball game. We had a good one going. It's another King of the Hill classic. Had a lot of them. Top of the 5th, 8-9-1 for the dead ballers. Schalk, Johnson, and then the top with Cobb coming up. Spahn seems to have righted the ship since a shaky first couple innings. The pitch. Ground ball, Boudreau. He throws to Mize for out number 1. Here comes the big train. The pitch from Spahn. That's ball 1. Next delivery. Sawed him off. It blooped down the right field line. In comes Musial, and it drops in for a single. Johnson is 2 for 2, and here comes Cobb. Ty is 0 for 2. 1 out. Johnson at first. Spahn the stretch. The delivery to Ty. Popped it up. Cobb throws the bat away angrily, and Eddie Matthews is under it to make the catch. 2 outs, top of the 5th, and now it's Speaker, 1 for 2 with a home run to get the party started in the 1st. The pitch. Excuse me. Got a piece of it. Comebacker. Gloved by Spahn. He throws to Mize, and that retires the dead ballers in the 5th. We're halfway through this one, but we've decided nothing. The score is 2-2. In the 4160s 5th, it'll be Boudreau, Spahn, and then the top with Robinson, 8-9-1. Lou is 0 for 1. The pitch. Hit to center on a line right at Speaker, 1 down. Johnson's retired 5 of the last 6. Spahn doubled and scored in the 3rd on Williams' homer. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Number 3 for the big train. 2 gone in the 5th, and now it's Robinson. Jackie with a base hit. Drops in front of Cobb. He throws it in, and Jackie holds it first, and here comes Williams. Ted 1 for 1 and a walk. He's accounted for all the scoring so far for the 4160s. Johnson, the stretch, looks at Robinson. The pitch home to Williams, and there goes Jackie. Williams takes it for a ball. The throw down from Shock to Lajoie, not in time. Jackie steals second with 2 outs, and now it's Williams with a man in scoring position. Johnson, the stretch, and the pitch. Hey, struck him out, and he picked a good time for it. That's strikeout number 4. We've played 5 complete, and it's 2-2. Both these teams know it's getting late. Getting late. Every game is important. In the King of the Hill, 3, 4, 5 hitters. Wagner, Lajoie, and Crawford. Coming up. Righty, lefty against Spahn. Warren winds and delivers. Hey, struck him out. Number 4 for Spahn. Now it's Knapp. 1 gone. Hey, struck him out. Number 5 for Spahn. He's unbuttoned the shirt and he's ready to throw. Crawford 0 for 2. A pair of strikeouts. He's going for the hat trick. The pitch. Hey, gets the hat trick. Spahn strikes out the side. 3 strikeouts for Crawford. We've played 5.5, and Spahn's out to win this game. 2-2 ball game. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's Johnson's turn to hold serve. Mantle, Musial, and Matthews coming up. Switch lefty. The pitch. Ground ball, Lajoie. Throw to Sisler, 1 down. Stan Musial. Stan the man. Ground ball, Wagner. Throws to Sisler, and there's 2 down. Now it's Matthews 0 for 2. Nobody aboard, bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. That's 5 for Walter, and he is holding serve. The 4160s have 4 hits. The Dead Ballers, well, they have 6 hits, but they both have 2 runs, and that's what counts. So we're going to the 7th, and we're tied at 2. Spahn, he looks like a man possessed on the mound. He'll face Sisler, Collins, and Shock. Lefty, righty. The pitch from Spahn. Base hit Sisler. He's on to lead off the 7th. Collins up. Spahn the stretch. The pitch. He squares to bunt. It's to Mize. Mize fires to Boudreaux, and they just get Sisler at second. Collins is safe on the fielder's choice. Sisler retired 3-6 on the bunt. And now it's Shock. Ray is 0 for 2. On deck is Johnson, who's 2 for 2. The pitch to Cracker. Ground ball. Oh, struck him out. Number 7 for Spahn. 2 gone in the 7th. And now it's Johnson. Collins at first, 2 men out. Dead ballers looking for any old kind of a run. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. That's 8 for Spahn, and we're ready to stretch him out. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. 2-2 ball game. Johnson has retired 9 of the last 10 men he has faced. In the 7th, he will face Berra, Mize, and Boudreaux. 6, 7, 8. Pitch to Yogi. To right and deep. Right field line. Crawford to the wall. Yogi's gone deep. It's 3-2, 41-60s. They are hot, and they have a lead. Mize up. 0 for 2, the pitch. Hit to center high, but not deep. Under it, Speaker. And there's one down. Now it's Boudreaux. 0 for 2 for Lou, the pitch. Ground ball, Collins. He gloves it and throws to Sisler for 2 outs. And now it's Spahn. 1 for 2, double. And a hanger from Johnson. He might be getting tired. Spahn hits it to right and deep and gone. Warren Spahn has left the building. And it's 4-2, 41-60s. Yikes. Jackie Robinson up now. 1 for 3. Hey, struck him out, and Johnson's just mad now. 2 runs for the 41-60s in the bottom of the 7th. We go to the 8th, and it's 4-2, 41-60s. Dead ballers definitely on the ropes. Spahn back out for inning number 8. Action going in the bullpen for the 41-60s. It's Hoyt Wilhelm. But Spahn gets the top of the order in the 8th. Cobb, Speaker, Wagner, the pitch. Hey, struck him out on a disastrous day for Ty Cobb. An 0 for 4 job when he needed to be good. 9 strikeouts for Spahn. Speaker, they're 5 outs away from a second place tie. The pitch. Foul ball, Triss. 1 for 3. Popped it up. Boudreaux just into the outfield grass. We'll take it for out number 2 in the 8th. And now it's Wagner. 0 for 3 for Honus. Ground ball, Mize. He's going to flip to Spahn covering, and that retires the dead ballers in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Williams, Mantle, and Musial coming on. Here's the pitch to Ted. Johnson's still in there. He walked him. Mantle up. 0 for 3. Pitch to Mickey. Line shot, base hit right field. Williams around second. Crawford's up with the throw. He fires to Collins. There goes Williams for third. The throw. He slides. He's out at third base. Crawford to Collins. 9-5 on the putout. As Mantle advances to second on the throw that got Williams. So it's 1 out now, and Mantle at second. Musial up with Matthews on deck. Action's going to start in the dead ballers bullpen. It's going to be Waddell and Walsh. Lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way I like it. Musial up now, 1 for 3. Johnson the stretch, checks Mantle at second, the pitch. Hit to center, into left center. Running hard is Speaker, and he's got it for out number 2. Matthews up with Berra on deck. Eddie's 0 for 3. Johnson the stretch, the pitch. Ground ball, Collins to his left, plants and throws to Sisler, and that retires the side. So we go to the 9th. The 4160s, the King of the Hill, are leading 4-2, and Spahn's out to finish the job. Hoyt Wilhelm throwing some flutter balls to get ready in the bullpen. Lajoie is 0 for 3, then Crawford, then Sisler, righty, lefty, lefty. Spahn, the wind and the delivery. Excuse me. Hey, struck him out, and that's 10 for Spahn. 6-7 in a row retired for the Braves left-hander. He has given up 7 hits, and he has not walked anybody. Nope, hasn't walked a man. Crawford up now. 3 strikeouts. Maybe they'll hit the bench here. No, they're going to let him go. Can Sam Crawford get the golden sombrero? Here comes Spunny. And he sure doesn't. This one's hit to right center. It's going to split Mantle and Musial and get to the wall. Crawford will stop at second with a double. And that's going to bring up the tying run to the plate in Sisler. And that's going to do it for Warren Spahn. It's going to be Wilhelm to get to attempt the save. Hoyt will bat in the 9 spot. We'll give you Spahn's final numbers. 8 1/3 innings pitched. He allowed 8 hits, right? 8 hits. Struck out 10, allowed 2 runs, both earned so far. 2 home runs, 1 for Speaker, 1 for Collins. Crawford is his responsibility at second base. Wilhelm has to get 2 outs for the 4160s to remain king of the hill. Sisler's up. Collins is on deck, but now Collins is being called back even though he's 2 for 3 with a homer. And Harry Hooper is in the on-deck circle. Sisler up, 2 for 3 against Spahn. Wilhelm the stretch, checks Crawford at second, and here comes the flutter ball to Sisler. Hey, struck him out, and that's the second strikeout for Sisler today. So it's all going to come down to Hooper hitting for Collins. Last Chance Saloon is Harry Hooper, who has been hot. Schock is in the on-deck circle, but now he's not. He's being called back. In the on-deck circle now is Eddie Collins, White Sox second baseman. He's going to hit for Schock if we get there, but it's all going to be up to Hooper now. So we'll set the stage. It's 4-2, 4160s, top of the 9th. Last Chance Saloon for the dead ballers. There's 2 outs. Sam Crawford is on second base, and Harry Hooper's at the plate. Hooper is the tying run. We know what's coming from Wilhelm. The stretch, the pitch, it's the flutter ball. Hey, walked up. Hooper goes down to first base. That's going to bring up Collins batting for Schock. 4160's bullpen is silent. And in the on-deck circle, it's Ed Roush, Reds center fielder. So a trio of pinch hitters, but we've got Crawford at second, Hooper on first, 2 outs, last chance saloon now for Eddie Collins. Wilhelm, the stretch. He is an A reliever with an XZ modifier. The pitch home. Ground ball, comebacker, knocked down by Wilhelm. He picks it up, he throws to Mize, and the 4160s remain the king of the hill. That's right. A 4-2 victory put them in a second place tie. Boy, have they come a long way with the 6180s. We'll review the standings before we go, but let's do the line score for the victorious 4160s. 4 runs, 7 hits, and they committed no errors. For the vanquished dead ballers of 0120, 2 runs, 8 hits, and they committed no errors. Winning pitcher Warren Spahn in a 10 strikeout, 8 1/3 inning performance. The losing pitcher W.Johnson. The save goes to Wilhelm. And let's look at the standings before we depart. So, in a stunning turn of events, the 4160s have climbed all the way back into the race. They are now tied for a World Series spot with the 6180s at 5 wins. And they're only 1 game out of first place, because the 81 to the present American Leaguers have 6. Getting tight. Their next game, and of course, the King of the Hill remains the home team. The next game will be against the Negro League Hall of Famers. The Dead Ballers remain at 3 wins, but 2 games off the playoff pace now. The Negro Leaguers are one of those 3-win teams. Our next game will be Bob Lemon, of course, the Cleveland Indians great, and he will be taking on the Negro Leaguers' Smokey Joe Williams. So that's going to be a battle of titans right there. Hope you'll join me. The Negro Leaguers will be the visiting team, and if they win that game, they will be all alone in 3rd place. If the 4160s win, they'll be in a tie for 1st. Lots on the line, and great players playing. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Kurt Berglund. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel. I need your support to keep this channel going. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.